Professor Shah wrote Substance Use and Abuse Sociological Perspective during his 2-year postdoctoral scholarship at UCLA. He participated in research projects to be able to see things for himself and gather data. He went back to training in sociology and criminology, where he examined major concepts and theories. He then found an understanding on the matter of substance, substance use, and substance users. All perspectives have a comparable systematic framework. These components have stages, such as use, change through stages, and roles of use under career perspectives. Substance use can be initiated and sustained to gain social status, excuse failure in life struggle, and attempted to escape from active social functions. To reduce substance use and abuse is to improve social conditions so that laws can be made clear and understandable. Users can experience many psychological and personal change that can take perspectives into work and life.
The conflict perspective details the views of substance, the substance used, and its users as sites, vehicles, or carriers of division, tension, conflict, or confrontation between or among individuals, groups, and institutions. On one hand, conflict within and between individuals and groups, social division between the rich and the poor. On the other hand, substance use can divide people into contrasting or opposing groups between addiction and abstinence, between dependency and self-sufficiency. Substance users may challenge long or widely held beliefs and norms, making themselves natural targets for traditional, conservative, or mainstream criticism and being condemned. They may pose a possible threat, disruption, or danger to social order, turning them into easy prey for criminal justice officers, medical professionals, and service personnel in their respective efforts to punish, treat, or rehabilitate them. The functionalist perspective, which is covered in Chapter 4, focuses on investigating substance and abuse. At the concrete level, this perspective studies substance intake, substance users, and its use in respective relation to the human body, to individual groupings, and the socio-cultural system. The rational choice perspective centers on human rationality in its efforts to understand substance, its use, and its users. It raises the question of, is there a clouded reasoning, twisted rationality, or an impaired judgment in the context of addition? Finally, this perspective investigates the range of rational or irrational views in a society in its reaction to substance use and abuse as a social problem.
So, social control perspective focuses on the unnecessarily and harmful nature of substance use, assumes that substance use is an unnatural, irrational, abnormal, and deviant behavior, and it analyzes social control in two dimensions, which are attachment and regulation. Social disorganization perspective follows substance users to the living environment. It examines why individuals move from one environment to another, how they struggle to adjust to a new environment, and how they are lured or forced into substance use, deviance, or criminal activity in the face of difficulty from the new environment or due to the individual misadjustment. And social learning perspective focuses on the behavioral dimension of substance use, and it explores how substance use is acquired as a human behavior.
The social reaction perspective is interactive in nature. It is a three-tiered relationship between the actor or user, the act, which is the substance abuse, and the audience or the societal response. It attempts to clarify how one both shapes and is shaped by another in a repeated pattern involving the actor, act, and audience. It explains why substance abuse is introduced, it's pursued, it's valued or avoided, is resisted, and hated by possible or actual users. It explains why it's provoked, viewed as sacred, prolonged or prohibited, denounced, and eliminated by society. It explains how society's reactions indirectly or openly influence the way users behave and see themselves, the way users view or approach life, work, society, and the world as a whole. The subculture perspective focuses on the inner workings of substance user groups and groupings. It examines users' beliefs, values, norms, rituals developed to sustain their abuse. It inspects the props, tools, aids, and equipment they use to prepare, administer, or glorify the use. It explores why they come together and what keeps them in harmony with each other in the use, its aftermath, and the pressure from the outside. It examines the subcultures relevant to it, like youth, prostitutes, gangs, and deviants in general, to see how they relate to substance use as a cause, a unintended occurrence, or repercussions. It draws spiritual inspiration and material supplies from the general culture. It contributes special symbols, meanings, artifacts, and other residues to the general culture. And it points out that substance subculture, along with criminal and deviant subcultures, may be the victim of the general failure of the modern or postmodern culture by singling it out, morally condemning it, or legally attacking it.